Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we've finally gone to 6 engine rooms, and it's not very good. So we're going to go over 6 ERs, what to do when you guys get here, what not to do, all the good stuff in between. If you haven't already, guys, appreciate it if you use that code CHICKEN in the shop. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's get after it. So this is the base we're using. I think the base is honestly a little bit stale. I've heard good things about this guy's base. I mean, he's Global 12, so most of you probably can't copy it. Oh, this is a different base. He just changed it. This is probably a fake base because he doesn't have any mines. Some of the top guys, they'll do that, which is funny. So you got to be careful with what bases you copy because sometimes they'll put up a base, then they'll change it to, well, like this one is a fake base. Maybe he's using that. I don't know. But that does happen sometimes, so you got to be careful. But here's where we're at. So we're still in the top 100, kind of barely. It's just been tough. Let's show you guys some of these hits here. The thing is, when you get to 6, I would say to be able to compete, you need the building health afterwards, you need the critter launchers, and you need the troop damage. I only have the building health and the critter launchers. I don't have the troop damage just yet. So that means that most of these other 6s that I'm going against that are maxed out, most, if not all of them, have, what is it, 150 troop damage. Let's just do a quick check here. So we've got how much troop damage throughout the season. There's 1, 2, so the next one is the third one. So if we go against anyone that has 150 troop damage, you'll see that we're just going to be at a pretty significant disadvantage. But yeah, the thing is, guys, I think at this point, we don't want to go too much farther backwards. Like, I would say to everyone, get to heavy choppers now, because we're going to need them for the long run. And it's going to make your attacks easier, especially if you don't have troop damage and you're struggling a little bit. You're going a little bit slower. This is a 5 ER, guys, so we should be good here. Yeah, it's got 100 troop damage, so 150 is what we're looking at. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On these ones, I'm just doing a simple bottom drop because they should take a long time to get through our base. So we should be, in pretty good shape to be able to, as long as we don't screw up anything, it should be fairly straightforward for us to beat them, just simply on time. But yeah. So yeah, we want to get the troop damage next. We don't want to go backwards too much. That's the, whoops. Whew, just caught that boom cannon in time. Because the thing is now, like, yeah, getting the damage amp, getting the laser, well, laser's actually, well, it's kind of backwards, but it's still a little bit ahead. But other than heavy choppers, I would say just keep moving forward unless you're missing any stat nodes. Pick up the stat nodes and then go. That's probably going to be your best bet, especially if you are a little bit behind in tech. The thing is, it's just, once you're missing some of the stuff, then you can't, add defenses if you're missing, that extra building health or whatever. It's just not going to be as effective, especially multi-nodes and that kind of thing. So, yeah, that would be my plan. If I was falling backwards a little bit, but yeah, next stop, troop damage, and then hopefully get to 25. But the good news is we got to 24, so I mean we'll be in pretty good shape for getting tech somewhat early for the rest of the season, I would think. Let's go shock over there, and yep. We only got 3 doodlers on this side, so we got to be a little bit careful. And let's go shock right there next. I just want to hit that mortar, and then get one more shock maybe. Let's see what happens here. Then we can flare close to the end. Ooh, that hurt. All right, let's see. Let's go critters right in the middle. Right around 2 minutes. I mean, typically in terms of time, we're shooting for like 130 plus on the 6s. And right around 2 minutes on the 5s. I played this one pretty safe just because I assumed he was going to get a slower time than us. Because we had the building health and 6 engines and critter launchers and all the good stuff. So let's see, 150. Oh, this is actually looking kind of close. He's using heavy chopper rush, which is not the greatest on 6ER, especially with all the critter launchers. What happens with heavy chopper rush once we get critter launchers is the critters just swarm and swarm and swarm and swarm. And then they just eat all the heavies. Like you can see right here, the reason he's not doing any damage is because all of his heavies are dying almost instantly to all the critter launchers that are just slowly building up. So you almost have to treat them like shock launchers when you're doing a heavy chopper rush. It's like you got a flare from the shocks to the critter launchers to the engine room. So yeah, he was going nowhere fast there. But we really out-teched him, so that's going to help us out on those hits for sure. So let's dive into the next one here. See what we can match it up against. I assume it's going to be a 6. The only 6s that really give us trouble are the ones with the laser beam or the damage ham. The rest of them, we can usually fully clear them. So at 60R, it becomes kind of a fizzle meta, but just the goal is to, I think dropping from the right is the best if you have the troop damage. Dropping from the bottom on the bases that you might fizzle against seems like a good way to go about it for now. But yeah, let's see what we get here. So we got a 23. So he's a 6 with critter launchers. This looks like the exact same tech. He does have the troop damage though. You can see right there. He's got 150. So we're gonna see the difference. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to shock that launcher just because I don't want it hitting my bombardiers. And let's just let them kind of pile up here. Took some damage on the heavy choppers, not too bad. I'm going to let that shock go because now we should have heavies out on the field. So that should start to slow them up a bit. I'm going to wait to use our second wind because we want to make sure enough heavies have dived that we don't bring back riflemen. On these 6-engine cluster bases, rifles are just going to die like instantly, so not really helpful. We did lose one heavy chopper there, so that's not good, but alright, let's see. Let's shock here. Let's use the second wind now just to get some heavies out. You can see how much that critter launcher slows us up. We allowed it to fire one time, and that was a bit of a difference maker. So let's shock this stuff again. Trying to move forward. Boom cannon looks like it is on that heavy chopper, so that's not good. But I can't really spend any more GBE to shock stuff. So we gotta just let him fall. Okay, we still got one up, which is good. Shock over here. There we go. Don't really want to use second winds just yet. I'll use some critters here for the mines. So with these bases, I mean, if we can have all of our heavies die and then Kavan stay alive, that's ideal because the bombers are going to outrange the critter launchers, right? We don't want this to happen where the heavies are standing right in front of them in their way. But at this point, he doesn't have a ton of defenses, so let's go like this. But you see what I mean? That critter launch in the bottom now, it was all until that heavy chopper died, it was actually out of range. Nothing was hitting it. I wasn't able to target anything, so that's kind of how I like to do these bases, is go through, lose enough troops to that point where the bombers are kind of naked, and then start to spam second wind towards the very end. Kavan looks like he's about to get popped yet. Don't know where I want to use my GBE. Let's keep that dude there alive, get that rocket out of the way. Okay. Got a boom cannon left to deal with. That shock mine is going to ruin our lives. Let's go faster. Put that one bomber over there at the end. We'll take down the sniper tower and then we'll go. I've had a couple of hits where I try to flare really quickly like this, and it's like I got 5 left, and then they end up fizzling on that last sniper tower or whatever it is, so try to avoid that if we can. I don't think they'll die to that mine. Close, but yeah, okay. So let's try this. 1 minute, right on the dot. Very, very slow. 60 hours takes a very long time, guys. And you see that we still almost fizzled towards the very end. We barely got it done in 60 seconds. So, Shagalo, let's see what you got for us. This was a fairly even tech match, so maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. I lost like 4 before this, and then the video actually turned out to be better, which is usually not the case. So we'll add troop damage to this, then we'll be cooking. Then we'll be cooking again. So, but that's good. That's good. That at least got us back to, I don't know, 2350. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know where you guys are at down below in the comment section. Don't forget to pick up your favorite chicken hat on the YouTube store. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.